Hey folks, so right away I want to give a shout out to OG Knight Rider, Garth, Gary from Bitch Slicer, TZ Glitter, and my good friend Keith. Who I don't know if Keith, do you watch my videos? Like he doesn't have a phone. He probably doesn't want anyone to know this. Like he's not online. He doesn't have like a internet presence. So I don't know if you're watching, Keith, happy Halloween. I'm trying to do as many horror movie reviews as I can this month and see how that goes. And I just finished one. I just watched the severed arm. I got this 5 blood-soaked thrillers on 2 DVDs, classic slasher collection, featuring Don't Look in the Basement, Scream Bloody Murder, Silent Night, Bloody Night, The Hatchet Murders, which is Argento's Deep Red, and The Severed Arm. And I got this from the freaking Dollar Tree, and like I was okay. I think I have Don't Look in the Basement, and I've never seen it. But Scream Bloody Murder and Silent Night, Bloody Night. Okay, anyway, The Severed Arm. It's from 1973, and it's about 6 guys. They go on a spelunking, rock digging expedition, like for fun. Like they're not. I thought they were like workers that do this, but no, they're just doing it for fun. So they go down in a cave, and there's a rock slide. They get stuck in there. This is all in flashback, and then like by the seventh day, they didn't have any food to begin with. They had some water, so they're really, you know, getting depressed and down in the dumps, and like, they don't think they're ever gonna get rescued. So one guy is like, we gotta, we're gonna have to eat something. So he says, we'll draw straws, and whoever gets the shortest one, we're gonna just chop off the arm. And like, they don't, they're all everyone except for the guy who proposed the idea. Like they're kind of like, oh man, that's messed up. But he kind of keeps pushing him, and finally they do it. And the guy they pick, like he starts screaming like a bitch, and I was like, man, I know I wouldn't want to get my arm chopped off, but I wouldn't want to be crying like a baby about it. I want to, take it like a man. So he's like begging them to wait, just, we're gonna get rescued. And finally, like he tries to kill one of them, and they're okay. We're gonna take his arm off. And as soon as they take his arm off, you hear like the knocking, like you're like, and they get rescued. And he tells them, "I'm never gonna forget, what y'all did to me." And they say that his arm had got pinned under a rock, and they had to amputate it. So 5 years passes, and he comes back for revenge. And Severed Arm, it's from 1973. It was okay. It almost seems like a TV movie. This copy's not the greatest. I watched 30 minutes of it last night before I went Betty by, and I finished it just right now. And it was good. It wasn't like Bloody Moon, but it was just cool to see. Like I never seen it before. It's from the 70s, and it's, again, I always think like Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out 1 year later, and these are worlds apart for horror movies. There's no comparison between something and the Severed Arm. That sounds, that sounds pretty sick. There's some blood. You do see there's like two, like you see one arm severed. You don't see when it happens. Actually, when it happens, you see the hatchet, and the guy's like, looks like he's having an orgasm. And then you do see one arm actually get disengaged from the body, and that was pretty cool at the end. Some more was a thriller, but I would give it a 2.5 hands of fate. It's like right in the middle. It was interesting. It did lull towards the end, but then I was reading reviews on IMDb, and someone said Angus Scrimm is in it, and he's not listed, but there's a voice. You hear a voice on the phone. I was like, that does sound like Angus. But then he's also in a Scream Bloody Murder. So this should have been an Angus Scrimm collection. And then it actually has it's more of a thriller, and with a big dose of horror, but yeah, no You know, don't expect any blood and gore from the severed arm. Actually, in the beginning, it starts out. It reminded me of Dr. Butcher MD when that one native dude is cutting that arm off. It starts like that, and then you see the arm flop on the floor, and I was, and then it says severed arm. I was, that's cool. And then I got this for $1.25 from Dollar Tree, and I still haven't watched Don't Look in the Basement, so I've never seen any of these movies. So I mean, yeah, if you're just like a movie buying maniac like me, just go to your local Dollar Tree and pick this up. If you haven't seen, even if there's like one movie you don't have on here, you go get it, and then like watch it and give it away. Or like, would I watch The Severed Arm again? Maybe. I'm glad I did, and I'm glad I watched it to review. Let's see what else to do. Time? No, I'll do it later. But yeah, go raid your local Dollar Tree. Severed Arm, yeah.